I'm going to keep it about as real as I possibly can. You ever hear that term, you are who you surround yourself with? Because you are. We are creatures of light and energy. So when you're around other people, you share your energy with others, most especially if you're having sex with them, or any type of close relationship. That's why it was so hard to break away from the narcissist. Narcissists pull in demonic and dark entities into their being, all right? They're cut off from source. They're completely selfish, and they want to destroy other people, smear their name. They live through lies. They're constantly casting black magic through the evil eye and through the reciprocity. So when you're having sex with a narcissist, you are taking on their demons, and that's why it was so hard to break away from that trauma bond. That's why they stalked you and seemed to know where you were. That's why they always seem to know what hurt you. They study your triggers and traumas, okay? So understand this. You lose friends when you heal, right? You lose friends when you heal from narcissistic abuse because you're not vibrating on that frequency that you were at when you attracted that narcissist into your life. So the people around you that you didn't realize were actually toxic and dark start to fall away from you, especially as you become more self-sufficient, put up strong boundaries, don't tolerate bullshit. Then the people around you that depended on you having no boundaries and taking their BS, they're going to fall away. That's why another reason why the isolation feels so alone. You're actually changing. When you overcome narcissistic abuse or a psychopath or any type of cluster B, when you overcome them, you're growing. You're growing internally. You're learning about yourself. You're becoming more authentic. You're realizing what you're not going to put up with. And this raises your vibrational frequency. So understand this. The flying monkeys that were around the narcissist, those were people who were damaged. They have their own demons to varying degrees. They have opened themselves to dark entities by being lying, deceitful, awful pieces of trash. And this is why the flying monkeys always support the narcissist. They kind of feed off one another. It's all about cycles of drama and trauma. So think about this. The next time you're watching a self-aware narcissist, I don't care if they're a hammock or a bat wolf or a nameless narcissist or whatever the hell they are, the people in those chats are still damaged. The people in those chats, those followers, the people that engage are still damaged people. Narcissism is all about deception, guile, getting away with, being something that you're not, presenting a false face, and that's what these self-aware narcissists are doing, and that is what the cluster bees and flying monkeys in those comments are doing too. They're BSing themselves. Oh, I was the victim. No, they weren't the victims. And the people in there were victims of narcissistic abuse, they don't want to break away from that cycle, and that's why they're listening to a narcissist. They want to keep being lied to. They want to keep stuck in that demonic, dark energy because they never escaped it. But you did. So know yourself, become more authentic, learn the lessons that you need to learn, raise your vibrational frequency, and for God's sakes, block them self-awares. They are the demon spirit. My love to y'all. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and never again suffer these fools.